Milling Through History presents the Easter Bunny. The Easter Bunny is a symbol of the Easter season where everyone looks forward to eggs that are painted or plastic filled with candies to be given to children. However, what are the origins of this particular rabbit? Well, it was Germanic in origin, being part of German Lutheran tradition. The Easter hare, as it's actually called, was a judge who evaluated whether children were good or bad during the Easter season. Now, the Easter Bunny does carry a basket with colored eggs, candy, and sometimes toys to the homes of children. The Easter Bunny, or Easter hare, is very similar to that of Santa Claus, and was first mentioned in 1682 by Georg Frank von Frankenau. Now, in 1835, Jacob Grimm, of the Brothers Grimm, first suggested the possibility of a connection between the Easter Bunny and the pagan goddess Ostara. In 1961, Christina Hole also associated the Easter Bunny with Eostre, a Saxon goddess of spring and the dawn. This belief was also popularized by the BBC in the documentary Shadow of the Hare. However, the Oxford Dictionary of English Folklore has stated there is no evidence of the Easter Bunny being associated with any mythical deity. As such, its origins might not necessarily be pagan. But why is it that a rabbit is chosen? Well, during the medieval era, rabbits were very popular within the church. They were associated with the Virgin Mary, as both had children without losing their virginity. Rabbits were also seen as being associated with the Holy Trinity, specifically with the three hares motif. But while the rabbit certainly can have some forms of religion attached to it, why is it that there is the egg? Well, part of Christianity has seen the egg as a symbol of rebirth since the 1st century AD. The shell of an egg represents the tomb of Christ. When it is cracked, it symbolizes the resurrection. Now, part of the reason why eggs became so popular with Easter is that during Lent, the church prohibited the eating of eggs. In England, for instance, children went door to door begging for eggs on the Saturday before Lent, and people would hand out as a special treat prior to that fasting season. Colored eggs themselves have a rather unique history, as painted eggs have been part of society since the days of antiquity, dating all the way back to over 60,000 years. Now, the spread of coloring eggs within Christendom itself started in Asia and then spread throughout Europe, most likely through trade routes. Now, egg decoration began as a way to bring spring into the homes of people, and thus to liven things up, especially after the winter time. In the Eastern Orthodox tradition, Christians will dye their eggs red in order to signify the blood of Christ and the renewal of spring. Green is also used in honor for the new foliage that will be growing after the winter season. And it seems that it is oftentimes appropriate, as Easter will arrive just at the same time as spring comes into full bloom. And thus, as people look upon the resurrection of Christ, they see as well the arrival of spring and the start of a whole new year. Now be sure to click like, share, and subscribe for future episodes of Milling Through History, and be sure to also leave comments below for future episode ideas, and check out our suggested reading page.